What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some speed reviews and we've got quite a bit sitting here. I know we just did one, but it has piled up again. So we're gonna sit down, we're gonna go over some products, and I'm gonna tell you my final thoughts on them, if I recommend them, if there's something that you should skip, and we've got some good ones. But we've also got some that are not so good. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Okay, y'all, so per usual, everything that I am wearing on my face will be linked and listed down below, as well as all of these products sitting in front of me as well. We do have quite a few things, so I'm going to try and kind of keep this in a very cohesive order. I try not to jump around too much, but let's go ahead and start off with complexion. So the first product that I have for complexion is the e.l.f. Halo Glow filter right here. So this is supposed to be like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. And while it's very similar, I don't know if I would call this a dupe. It does give a similar effect. This is a little, I want to say it has a little bit more coverage than the Hollywood Flawless filter does. So that's kind of where it's not the same. Neither one of them are my favorite. I prefer the Auric Glow Lust. That's my absolute favorite like luminizer product, but this is really nice. If you're stuck between whether you want to go with the Charlotte Tilbury or you want to go with the e.l.f., I recommend the e.l.f. all day, every day. One, it's like a third of the price. Two, the shade range is so much better. It has better undertones, it has more shades, it's going to work for more different skin tones, and it's got more coverage. So you could even wear this alone if you want more of just like a glowy base. So this is a definite yes for me. I really do enjoy it. I like it more than the Charlotte Tilbury, but again, I like the Auric Glow Lust better. Let's go ahead and move on to foundations. I have 4 different foundations sitting here in front of me, and we need to talk about them. So let's go ahead and start with the Kosas BB Burst Gel Tinted Cream, or Tinted Gel Cream. This is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning. I love the way that it wears on my skin. It's a perfect shade match for me. It's so comfortable, so hydrating. It doesn't break up. It doesn't wear down. I did do a full 12-hour wear test on this, as with one other of these. The other 2 I did not, but we will get to that in just a little bit. But this is beautiful. I love it. It's lightweight and it's light coverage, but it's more on that almost to the edge of medium coverage. So it's not going to be as lightweight as like the Chanel Water Fresh tint or the one from CoverGirl or Chantecaille or anything like that. It's gonna have a little bit more coverage than that. So this is beautiful. I love it. I'm excited to have it. I'm so glad that I picked it up. This is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. If you were thinking about getting this, I highly recommend that you check it out. It does have like a very, I don't want to say a chemically fragrance, but it's got just like an ingredient fragrance to it that whenever you are blending it out like around your nose, you can smell it. And for me, it's not like a great smell, but it goes away. It doesn't linger. So that is that one. Let's go ahead and move on to a higher price tag, the Christian Louboutin foundation. I'm not even going to attempt to say the name because I will absolutely butcher it. This is beautiful. I hate that I love this. I wanted to hate it. I wanted to return it, but it's beautiful. It is what I am wearing on my face today. And for me, this works better if I pair it with a luminizer. So like the Auric Glow Lust, the Charlotte Tilbury, the e.l.f. that we just discussed. This is going to work better if I use it with one of those for my skin. It is more on the matte side, but it's not like a full on heavy matte that's really going to like suck the life out of your skin if you are more of like that combo or normal skin. But I don't think that this is going to work very well for dry skin types. I could be wrong. You might need to find somebody with dry skin that has tried this to get an opinion on it, but just from my stance, I don't think it's going to work. I do think it's beautiful. It wears well all day. Is it worth the price tag? No. I will say absolutely no. Don't feel like you're missing out on anything. There are other luxury foundations at a lower price tag that work better than this. I like the Prada foundation way more than I like this one, but I do still enjoy this one. So I say yes, I recommend it if you are looking into it, you want that luxury experience, you are a Christian Louboutin fan, or if you're just curious, then yes, go for it. It's beautiful. But don't feel like you need to reach out and spend that extra money, because at the end of the day, there are other foundations out there that perform just as well and wear just as well as this one at a much lower price tag. Let's jump into the L'Oreal Infallible before we get into the next foundation. So this one is not a new to me foundation, but it is a reformulation of one of my absolute favorite foundations that I have right here. So this is the original and it is up to 24 hours. This is the reformulated one that is now up to 32 hours. I did not do a 12-hour wear test with this one because it's the same thing. It is the exact same thing. So if you have this one and you're not done with it, don't feel like you need to run out and get this one. But also don't feel like you need to go snag this one up before you can't get a hold of it because the new one's going to be awful. I did not see a difference. I did not feel a difference. It wore the same, everything. So I didn't do a 12-hour wear test on it. If you want me to do a side-by-side comparison or a 12-hour wear test, I'm more than happy to do so. But I can tell you, this is my absolute favorite foundation from the drugstore. I have been through several of these, I think at least 2 at this point, and it's beautiful. It is got a good medium to full coverage. It wears beautifully. It's not heavy. It doesn't settle into anything. It's very comfortable. It's very blurring. It's a beautiful formulation. It's a beautiful foundation. I highly recommend it. So if you're worried about them reformulating it and ruining the formula, you don't have to, because it is just as good as the other formula. Okay, let's talk about this next one, because this next one I was pretty excited about, and well, I have thoughts. So it is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream right here. I bought this when I was doing my full face of e.l.f. makeup and it looked beautiful. I was impressed with it. I loved it, but like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I noticed it was breaking apart around my mouth. It was settling in around my nose. It was just like coming off on my cheek. Like it was breaking down and like sloughing off my face. So I tried this with I wish you could see what's in the tube, because I mean, it's like down to here because I've used so much of it. But I have tried it with endless combinations of primers, powders, mix-ins, all kinds of things. I have mixed it with other foundations. It does work better if you mix it with other foundations, but this just does not work for me at all, which is why I never did a 12-hour wear test. I tried to do one several times, and every time I would film and then come to do like a check-in like 5-6 hours later, and I couldn't even make it that far. And I thought, there's no point. There's absolutely no point. I wish I had taken pictures, because this is a mess. This is a huge pass for me. If there's anybody out there that loves this, please let me know, and let me know what your skin type is, and let me know what your secret is, because I'm not a fan. I am not a fan at all. I was really excited. This is a great shade match. It's affordable, but this is crap, and I don't like it. e.l.f. has some beautiful products, but this is not one of them. Okay, so I have one concealer to talk about. That is it for this one, and that is the NYX Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer right here. I love this. This is so good. I was really shocked because I've heard very mixed reviews. It is a stick concealer, but this is so creamy, so lightweight, great coverage. It's not quite full coverage, but it is definitely like a high-end medium coverage. And this is so affordable. This is only a few bucks. It's got a great shade range. I have the shade 02 Fair. I really enjoy this. I do have to set it with powder, which is not a big deal. I usually do set my concealer with powder, but it doesn't settle into my lines. It doesn't look heavy. My eyes don't look crepey. I love this. This is a fantastic concealer. I highly recommend it. even if you're not falling on a budget, if you just want a good concealer and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is your girl right here. Let's move on to powders. I have 2 powders that we're going to talk about. So let's go ahead and start with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder right here. I really love this powder. This powder is beautiful. It is not for oily skin. It has sort of a sheen to it. It sets the makeup down, but without making you look matte and flat. It doesn't break anything apart. I have like liquid and cream products that work well under top of it. It is translucent, so it's not one of those that's going to change the color of your foundation or kind of blur out your bronzer or your blush if you put that on underneath. This is a beautiful setting powder. I really like it. It holds everything in place, and it's a product from e.l.f. It's affordable. You get a good amount of product in here as well. This has how much? Where is the thingy? 0.24 ounces of product, or 6.8 grams, and that's quite a bit of powder in this little bitty thing. So I really enjoy this. I think it's great if you've got more combination normal dry skin. If you're oily, I would probably stay away from this. It's also beautiful under the eyes as well. It gives just a really nice sheen. Now, a powder that took my breath away, and I don't say that lightly, but this is the Lunar Beauty Lunar Versal Setting Powder. I have mine in translucent light, and this powder, I wish I had bought it at launch. I wish I had gotten it sooner. It is absolutely beautiful. I have been using the crud out of it, like willow. But this is another one of those powders that is not going to alter any of your like your foundation, your bronzer, your blush. It's not going to alter the color of it. It's not going to wash it out. It is extremely finely milled. It is very powdery. So if you don't like anything that's really powdery, this is not going to be your girl. But this powder, one, it comes with this cute little puff. Mine's disgusting because I've been using it, but it comes with this cute little puff, and it's one of those that has the little plastic that you have to like open up to get into it. Ooh, did y'all see that? It's powdery, and it's got the little sifter in there. But this powder I think is great for everybody. So you can either really mattify your face and go in hard and lock in all of that oil and moisture and just control everything, or you can go in with like a light fluff of it, and it's going to set your makeup, but it's not going to make you look super matte. I am also wearing this powder today as well, and I can't get enough of it. I want to use it all the time. It has quickly become a favorite. It's become a new holy grail of mine, which I never thought I would find one that I love more than the Hourglass, but this is beautiful. I love it. I'm so excited for this. It comes in several different shades. I think it even comes in a pink, which I might have to try because I do love a pink powder for under my eyes, but this is beautiful. If you were thinking about it, or if you're just looking for a really good setting powder, this one right here. Let's go ahead and touch on a couple of face palettes really quick. So I have these 2 that I picked up from e.l.f. again for that same video, and yeah, so the formulation is nice. I will give them that. The formulation's nice. The bronzers work really well. The blushes work really well. You can't beat the price. I think these are $8 or $9 a piece. Let's go ahead and start with the bronzer palette. So this is a nice palette. It is. I have used it. I like it. But while these shades, they are different in person, and you can kind of see it on camera. You can see it. This one's a little pinkier. This one's a little lighter. This one's a little more yellowy, and this one's a little more neutral. But on the skin, they all look the same. And this is the only one that they have. I didn't see like a light, medium, or dark. So it doesn't hit a lot of shade ranges. I think if it had like 4 different, like not just undertones, but if you had like a light, a medium, a dark, a deep, I think this would have worked out better. So while it is nice and I will use it, this is one of those that you pick up if you know, are on vacation or out of town and you're like, oh, I forgot a bronzer. You could definitely grab this, but it's not anything to write home about. It's not anything special. They do look nice on the skin, but all the tones look the same at the end of the day. I didn't really see any difference when I used them all, and I don't know. If you're looking for an everyday bronzer, you can pass on this one. There's other ones that are better, personally. But the blush palette right here, this one is really nice. I do really enjoy this one, and this one actually has 4 different shades in here. The colors look very off. I am looking at my camera and I don't know what's happening, but this is like a true pink. This is like a rosy pink. This one is like a peachy shade, and this one is more of like a neutral, like almost like a blush bronzer type shade. So you do get 4 different shades. You also get different finishes. These are both matte and these are both more shimmery. I don't think this is going to work for every skin tone, but if you are light to medium, I think this would be good. They're pigmented, they're not overly pigmented. It lasts a long time. They last better if you put a cream on underneath it and then just use this to like reiterate that color to kind of bring it back to life. So these are nice. I do say that if you are looking for a good blush palette, you're looking for some options and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a really good one. I definitely like this one a lot more than the bronzer one. This is more universal. This is going to work better for more skin types or skin tones, but yeah, is it a favorite? No, but it is really nice from the brand. Let's talk R.E.M for just a minute, because I did pick up the bronzer and the blush, and I also picked up a highlighter as well. So let's go ahead and start with the bronzer. So here is the bronzer that I picked up right here. This is Send to Voicemail. This is the lightest one that they had, and the formula is beautiful. I enjoy the formula. It's buildable. It looks beautiful on the skin. The undertone is a little yellowy on my skin. I am cool toned. I am very fair. So I like generally more of a cool toned bronzer. And while I appreciate that this doesn't turn me orange, it's just got kind of like a yellowy, jaundicey look on my skin. So the formula is nice. The color is not perfect. It is very, very soft, and it does look nice on the skin, but that undertone just isn't for me. Maybe there's another one out there that would be better, but yeah, I love this. I really, really do love the formulation of it. So if you can find a color that's going to work for your skin, these are fantastic. I definitely want to pick up, I think, maybe the next one and see if it's going to work better for my skin, but this is a fantastic release from the brand. Next, let's move on to the blush, because that one was new as well. And I picked up the shade Skinny Dipped right here. I love this. These are so nice. I want to pick up more of these. The tone is beautiful. It's got like a satin, there we go. It's got like a satin finish to it, and it blends on so beautifully. It's pigmented. It's not overly pigmented. It lasts all day. It blends into the skin like butter. It's beautiful. I really, really love this. I want more shades. These are fantastic. I do recommend that as well. Let me wipe off my fingers. And then I also picked up one of the highlighters. These are not new, but this was new to me. I had never tried it, and I got Miss Mercury right here. These are beautiful as well. I love this. It's a little bit more than like a glow from within, but it's not quite like blinding either. Come on, lights. It's not quite blinding either. It's just absolutely beautiful. These come in lots of different shades. They come in some fun shades. I think there's like a green, a purple, there's pinks, there's all kinds of different ones. I don't think that these are expensive for the price. I don't think any of this was expensive for what you're getting. I think R.E.M is it's kind of like Rare Beauty, where it sits a little bit more than drugstore, but not quite as much as high end. So I absolutely love that. But I'm impressed with this as well. This is a beautiful highlighter. I have been using it. I have been enjoying it. It doesn't give me like a streak on the cheek. It blends in with my skin very nicely. I really enjoy this as well. And sticking on our highlighter theme, let's talk about the one from Iconic London. This one right here that I have since seen all over TikTok and Instagram, but this is the Lit and Luminous Baked Highlighter, and it's universal, so it's the only one that they have. This is stunning. Like when I tell you this is gorgeous, it is so pretty. And where can I put it? Right above here. When you swatch it on the hand, you think, oh, that's nice. Like, okay, like you can kind of see. No, you can't see. You can't see a damn thing. You're like, ma'am, what are you talking about? Let's try it on the other hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the back of my hand right there. There you go. So you can see like it's got that shimmer, it's got that reflect, and you're like, okay, that's like a pretty lit from within. Like if you just swatched it in store, you would never take it home. But put this baby on the cheek and it's blinding. I'm gonna do just a little bit right here. I don't have any highlighter on, but we're gonna put a little bit of this on real quick so I can show you. Like, look at that. Like that is so pretty when that light hits it, and it is so finely milled. It has a nice transparent base. I think this is going to work well for all skin tones, and it doesn't have any glitter. It's not chunky. It doesn't do anything like that. It is just absolutely beautiful, and when I look head on, you can't even see it. So this is beautiful. I love it. I am super impressed. I'm really loving that one. I've had to kind of like force myself to put it down. Let's move on to more e.l.f. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about e.l.f. for a little bit because I have a lot of e.l.f., which is why we have so much to talk about. So let's start with these two right here, the Halo Glow Beauty Wands. I have the highlight and I have the blush. I don't like the blush. I don't. It patches up, it skips, it kind of fluffs away. It's more highlighter than blush, and it does go on better as a highlighter than a blush. But yeah, it's like too shiny. I don't know. I don't like it. It picks everything up, whether you put it over cream, you put it over powder. It's a no. It's not good. It's not nearly as good as the contour or the highlight, which we're about to talk about. And of course, the applicator doesn't lock. So save your coin on this one. Go for the liquid blushes from e.l.f. Those are way better. Super pigmented, and you can wear them over and under powder products as well. The highlight though, this is gorgeous. This is a beautiful liquid highlight. If you are into a liquid highlight, this is beautiful. This reminds me a little bit of the Rare Beauty liquid highlights, or even the Fenty one, just how beautiful and reflective it is. I like to put this on with a brush. I like to just kind of take it off and dot it on my cheek. I think it looks beautiful. It works well over powder. I will say if you go straight in with the applicator, it can lift the product because it's pretty liquidy, which I don't mind, and I absolutely don't mind having to go in with a brush. But I mean, you can see on the back of my hand, like it's pretty liquidy. So just be aware of that, but I think it's beautiful. I think it's one of their better products. I like this one a lot, way better than the blush, and I actually even like this one better than the contour. So if you're looking for a good liquid highlight, whether you want to play around with them, you want to learn how to use them, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money on any of your makeup, this is a really good one. It's not just good for the price, it is good for just a product as well. Okay, so moving right along with my e.l.f., I realized I missed a complexion product, so I'm gonna kind of back it up a little bit. But I have the e.l.f. Wow Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen right here. This is in the shade Sunbeam, and I am not a fan. I'm not. I know that this is supposed to be a dupe for the Supergoop, what is it, the glow screen. No, that's way better than this. This is, when I tell you, this is so glowy. Like, this is so glowy. I don't like the shade. I know that there's other shades, but this smells like sunscreen, it feels like sunscreen, and I don't like that. So if you don't mind it, you might like it. I will say it looks beautiful under foundation. I didn't have an issue with that, but there's something about the feeling of actual sunscreen on my skin that I hate. I absolutely hate it. I hated it as a kid. I hated it as a teenager. I hate it as an adult. And I wear my sunscreen every single day. I have talked about my favorite sunscreen to wear under makeup. I will link that one down below, but it is this one right here from Summer Fridays. I absolutely love this one. I have a couple others I want to test out, but these don't feel sticky. They don't feel heavy. They don't feel like sunscreen. This one feels like sunscreen. I'm really glad that I got a little sample of it with my order because I don't like this. I hate it. I cannot stand it at all. It just, yeah, I can't deal with it. That's a personal preference thing. So if you can get past the fact that it feels like sunscreen and smells like sunscreen, then you might like that. But if you don't like sunscreen at all, skip that. Stay away from it. Do not go near it. But let's move on to some products from e.l.f. that they're okay. They're not bad. So let's start with the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. This is a really nice primer, but you get like no product in here. So I did get this for that video and I used it quite a bit, but when I tell you, like, I'm like out of it. It is very nice. It's creamy. It dries down to a really nice powder finish. It's got a little bit of tint to it. It's not a tint like my Natasha Denona or a MAC Paint Pot or a Sigma eyeshadow base, but it's got more than like the Milk Makeup Primer does. You just don't get very much in here. So it's another one of those, if you're like on vacation or you're like, oh, I just need to run up to the store and grab a quick eyeshadow primer, this one is great. I think it was like $2 or $3, so it's not bad, but it just doesn't last very long. Like, I feel like this is almost empty and I haven't had it very long, and I haven't even used it for like every single eye look. So while it's really nice, just be aware that it does not last very long, but it does do the job. It does hold your eyeshadows in place. It even worked with my Adept eyeshadows, which I've told you before, they crease if I'm not very specific about the eyeshadow primer that I use. Another one from e.l.f. that is okay is their, what is this called? I can't even read it. The Wow Brow. It's a tinted brow gel. This is okay. This is going to give you color. It's going to give you a little fullness and volume. It's not going to give you any hold. So keep that in mind. This is also very, very warm toned. Let's see if I can. So it is very warm tone brown. When I put it on my eyebrows, they almost look red. So I've used it, but it's not my favorite. I used it because I wanted to know how it works. So if you're looking for something and you've got more of a reddish undertone, because this is, I think, brunette. Yeah, this is brunette. There is a darker one, but if you want a little bit of that warmth to the undertone and you just want something that's going to give you some fullness and some extra color to your brows, this is fantastic. If you're looking for something to hold, this is not it. So not my favorite. It's not bad. It's just not for me. This little eyeliner that I got from e.l.f., the No Budge Precision Eyeliner Pencil right here. I did get the shade, is it Lime? I think it's Lime. But this is a really, really nice eyeliner. I say that and the tip of it just broke off. So be careful. But what I was saying was it is very soft, and it's very soft. It's very, very like fine tipped. So I have found that if I roll it up a little bit more and kind of go in sideways on my eye, be careful not to poke your eye out, it works a lot better. But it stays all day. It's very vibrant. It doesn't pull. It doesn't tug. It doesn't come off with my watery eyes. So I do really, really enjoy this. Just be aware that it is very soft and that will fall off. Another miss for me from e.l.f. was the H2O Proof Eyeliner Pen. So this is waterproof. I will give it that. It is very precise with its tip. Like, that is a very precise line. but it does not glide on the eyes easily. So if you have any kind of texture in your eyes, which I do, I'm 38 years old, almost 39, this tugs and pulls and just does not go on evenly. It does not go on beautifully. I have a hard time with it. Granted, I am not the best with liquid eyeliner to begin with, but I don't think it's worth it. Save your money, get a better one. This one is not great, but I guess if you've got like younger lids that don't have an issue, this might work for you, but mature lids, stay away. Not good. Don't like it. But what I do like, there's a lot of e.l.f. here. The e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara. This is beautiful. This is definitely exactly like the Benefit Roller Lash. Like, it's got that same wand right there. It goes on the same, it looks the same. I mean, could we be any more obvious what we're trying to dupe here? But this is fantastic. I love it. The price point's there. It's inexpensive. It lasts. It's a favorite. I really, really like this. I would definitely repurchase this. I'm excited to have this in my rotation. Okay, we're getting to the end, y'all. We are getting there. This is just a lot of little things. So let's go on to the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner right here. I picked up the shade, I can't even remember. I don't even know at this point what this was, like Pinky Promise or Pinky Swear or something. But these are really, really nice. These are they are creamy, they glide on, they're not overly creamy, they're not too stiff, you can sharpen them, they last all day. I absolutely love this. I want more shades in this. I wish they had a bigger shade range, I will give it that. But this is what, $2-3, something like that. It's very inexpensive, very affordable, and it performs like a high-end lip pencil. So I am very impressed with this. I love it. I'm happy to have it. Like I said, I want more. Another one that I'm impressed with is the e.l.f. Pout Clout Lip Clumping Pen. So this is a dupe for the Tarte Maracuja Juicy, whichever one you want to say, and this is. But I like this better. So the Tarte ones, they are, whoops, it's a clicky. They are very thick. They're very goopy on the lips. I only have one, and that's the reason I only have one. I will never understand why people go on and on about them, because it has like that stringy thing whenever you open your mouth, and I don't like that. This doesn't do that. This is supposed to be plumping. I don't know, it doesn't hurt. I can feel like a little bit of like that cooling sensation, but it doesn't hurt. So if it does plump, great. I'm not here for the plumping aspect of it, but if you're looking into getting one of these, I would go for this over the Tarte, because it's just a better formula in my opinion. It's more comfortable, it's pigmented, it's hydrating, and it's not thick and goopy and does that stringy thing when you open up your mouth. So that's my piece on that. The last e.l.f. product, not the last product, but the last e.l.f. product is another one that I really, really love. This is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil right here. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Dior lip oil, which I have never tried, so I can't attest to that. But this is so nice. I love the doe foot applicator. It has just the slightest, like, not really even like a tint, like it almost just brings out your lip color is what it does. But it's so hydrating, so comfortable, so lightweight. It just, this is one of my favorite lip oils in my collection, and I have several, and I love a good lip oil. But for the price, the formula, the shade range, everything, you can't beat it. These are awesome. I highly recommend them if you're looking for a lip oil, and especially if you want to have more than one. These are awesome. I'm impressed. I love it. I'm here for it. That makes me happy. Okay, I think that is it for e.l.f. So let's move on to this lip pencil from R.E.M. So again, this is not a new product, but it was new to me. So this is a lip liner pencil, and this is in the shade Key Change right here. I really enjoy this. It is a mechanical pencil, so you do have to kind of twist it up, which is fine, doesn't bother me. It comes with a little sharpener down here, so that pops out, and Again, just like the e.l.f., this is very comfortable on the lips. It glides on easily. It doesn't pull. It doesn't tug. The color lasts all day. I like the color that I got. This is a really nice lip liner. I enjoy it as well. Something I'm still, this is a no for me. This is the R.E.M plumping lip gloss right here. I had the shade Scrunchy, and again, it has kind of like that cooling, tingling, but it smells like Carmex, which is not my favorite. It can get a little gloopy, and the applicator, I hate. I hate this because it's one of those that you squeeze, and when it gets really low, that's going to be really hard to squeeze and try and put on your lips. So I do like the formula. The formula is not awful. I like the color. It's this one right here. I like the color of it. It's the delivery of the product for me. Like, this feels very like Lip Smackers, Bonnabelle. This feels very, very cheap to me. If I'm going to spend this kind of money on a lip gloss, I want a doe foot applicator. I want more. This is not what I have in mind. And it smells like Carmex. It has like that medicated, like almost minty. I'm not a fan. I want to love it. I like the color. The smell goes away, but it's that initial it's that initial application that I can't get past. And again, the delivery system, not a fan, not great. It's a skip for me. Don't even bother with it. Yeah, if I had known, which if I had scrolled over on the pictures, I could have seen that. But if I had known, I probably wouldn't have bought it. So there's that. These are the lip liner stains from Sashu. So these are the ones, they're super shiny. These are the ones that have been like all over TikTok, where you put it on and then you peel it off and it's a lip stain. And that's what they are. They're a lip stain. They work. I have a short up on my channel with these. They're just gimmicky, and they're one of those that if you're in a hurry, because it takes like a good 15-20 minutes for these to dry down the lip. So if you're in a hurry, this is not it. This is not it. So yes, they do dry down. They do peel off. The stain does last all day. It is a beautiful stain. I will say also, I have 3 different shades here, and there's not much of a difference in the shades either. But if you're gonna go for a lip stain, go for one that you can put on, and when it eventually comes off, it leaves a stain. Those are better. I like the ones from Fenty. I like the ones from Huda Beauty. I think e.l.f. even has one. I've never tried that one. So these are fun. These are gimmicky. But like I said, it takes 20 minutes for it to dry, and then you're left with like this peely thing on your lips. So they're gimmicky. That's exactly what they are. They're gimmicky. They're not bad. They're just, I don't see the point, I guess. Like, we have lip stains. So there's that. My Marc Jacobs Pat McGrath lipstick right here. Oh, this is gorgeous. I featured it in a video. I have a short up with it. This is beautiful. This is Red Perfection in a tube. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy to have it. This is a beautiful red on me. It is a perfect red for me. I love the packaging. It's heavy, it's luxe. I love the Marc Jacobs written all over it. This is not a new shade. This is Forbidden Love. So if you don't care about all of this and you just want the shade, you can pick it up in her normal packaging. But it's beautiful. It's comfortable on the lips. It's like that soft matte. It's more matte leaning than like velvet, but it's very soft. It's very comfortable. This lasts all day. I wore this to go eat like sushi and Chinese, or not Chinese food, like sushi and Vietnamese food with a friend, and it was still on my lips when we were done. So that speaks volumes right there. It's beautiful. I love it. It's comfortable. Worth every last penny to me. I'm happy to have it. She will be treasured forever and ever and ever. I'm gonna save that one for last. So this is a single shadow from Kryptine Cosmetics right here. This is the shade Fairyland. This is available for pre-order on this website. I have used this in a look on my channel as well. I will link it down below. has all of this, but this is beautiful. This is an absolutely beautiful shade. So let's put it on, this hand over here. It's very soft. It picks up absolutely beautifully, but look at that shade, like one swipe right there, and look at that shift. It's so reflective, it's so smooth, it's so beautiful. It stays on my lid all day. I love the color. It's like a purple to green. Like, I can't get the flip to show up, but it like flips purple to green to teal with like a little bit of like a pink and a gold underneath it. Like it's got so many like reflective shades in it. It's beautiful. I love it. If you're planning on picking up anything from Cryptine, this is gorgeous. So is the palette. That will be coming up in a palette ranking video, but I love this. I'm happy to have it. Y'all, sometimes we do things and we question it later and realize that we probably should not be allowed on the internet late at night because shiny things distract us and they gaslight us, and then you realize why. And I'm talking about this Too Faced shadow right here, the Disco Crush eyeshadow in Heart Eyes right here. This is a multi-chrome shadow. It is $30. Y'all, somebody should stop me. My phone should have been like, girl, what are you doing? The credit card company should have been like, ma'am, did you really just do that? It's sold out. You can't get it, but this is not worth it. This is not worth the money. This is just not worth it. But I will say, it is, I mean, it's one swipe. It's not even... This is like 17 bucks. This is 30. And I mean, one swipe, it's not nearly as good, but it's more of a duochrome than a multi-chrome. So it's got that red to gold flip, a typical red to gold flip. It looks beautiful on the eyes. It lasts. It's there. You can do better from an indie brand. And I have never seen indie brands charge $30 for a single shadow, and their single shadows, I mean you can get them for like $24, $26, but those have a punch to them. They are reflective, they are bright, they catch the light, they are creamy. The reflex in those, there's so many of them, and while this is very pretty on the eyes, it does look beautiful, it is reflective, it is not worth $30. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Too Faced catfished me. Too Faced took advantage of me in the middle of the night when I was on my phone, and they were like, ooh, look, it's pretty, it's limited edition, it's multi-chrome, it's shifty, and thank you for your $30. We're gonna go laugh all the way to the bank with it. So if you ordered it, I'm sorry. I sympathize with you 110%. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad product. It's just definitely the one thing that at the end of the year I can look back and go, that was my biggest makeup purchase regret of the year. Honestly, go for the $77 foundation before you go for the $30 single eyeshadow. So I'll use it. I will definitely use it. It's not going to go to waste. I should have saved my money. I should have done better, and I didn't do better. I was influenced, and that's that. But it is what it is. That's the motto. It is what it is. So I think that's it. I think that is no, it's not. Hold please. Aha. I had it put to the side because I was using it. The e.l.f. setting spray, this right here. This is the Stay All Night Microfine Mist Setting Spray, up to 16-hour wear. This is nice. I like this. I have used it with my tried and trues. I have used it with newer stuff. It does what it's supposed to do. It holds it in place. I don't like the ball thing. To me, that sounds like hairspray we used to use back in the 90s, but it does work. It has a very fine mist. It doesn't it leaves some water droplets on the face, but it doesn't wreck your makeup. It doesn't shift anything. It doesn't move anything. It works. I can get a full 12 hours wear out of this. I do enjoy it. It's not fragranced. This is really nice. If you're looking for a setting spray without breaking the bank, this is a good one right here. that is it. That is all I have for y'all. So let me know what you think. Have you tried any of these products? What do you think of these reviews? If some of these that I don't like work out better for you, or even if it's something I like and you don't like, let's have that discussion. Light up that that comment box down below and let's talk about it. I love to talk about it. I love to find out if something that I love doesn't work out for somebody or vice versa. So I'm open to that. This is it. This is it for today. It was a lot. It was an undertaking, but I want to thank you all so much for spending your time with me today and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of all of my future posts here on my channel. I do post quite a few videos every week, most days, if not every single day. Lately, it's been every single day, and I wouldn't want you to miss one. So until my next video, have a good one. Bye.